Hi everybody, my name's Jamie, and over the next couple of minutes I just want to help you find the answer to the question, what is this thing that we call citing and referencing? Let me start by saying that over the course of your studies at Heriot-Watt University, you will be 100% expected to be consulting the work of experts to inform your own university work. And the people who will be marking your essays and dissertations and projects and theses will be looking for evidence that you have consulted the works of others who are considered to be the experts in your area of study. Whenever we use someone else's idea or thoughts or works or words, we need to acknowledge that in our work. And quite simply, the process of acknowledging the work of others in our own essays and dissertations and whatever coursework we're doing for the university, the process where we acknowledge the work of others is what we call citing and referencing. Today I'm going to talk to you about a particular system called Harvard referencing, and I just want to give you a couple of examples of what that looks like. It might be quite helpful to think of Harvard referencing as something that happens in three parts. Part one is the part where you make a statement. That's where you've maybe put an idea or a finding or a conclusion into your essay that you've taken from another source. That's perfectly acceptable, but we must reference that. It might be that you've taken somebody else's conclusion from a book, or from a journal article, or from a website, and we've put it into one of our pieces of work, in which case we need to reference it. And we start referencing it by putting in the citation. Now, it might be quite helpful to think of the citation as like a little signpost that we put into the body of our text. So right there in the middle of our essay, in the middle of our paragraphs and sentences, we do a little thing where we just put an abbreviated marker in the text. Indicates that the statement's been taken from a source from elsewhere, and the little signpost will point our reader to a bigger thing that happens at the end of our work. And at the end of our work, we put the full details, so we give the full reference. That's the full details of the source that we've used. It usually goes in at the end of our work, so you finish your essay, you take a new page, you put reference list at the top, and you start to give our readers the full details of the sources that you've used. And what that does, the basic idea that you're trying to achieve, is to give your reader all the information that they would need to go and find that resource for themselves. Okay, so part one, we put in a statement that we've taken from an essay or a book or a journal or somewhere else, and we pop that into our own work. We start with our little citation, which is just an abbreviated form of it, and then we put in the full details in the reference list at the end. Okay. The text that's highlighted in blue here are good examples of statements that people have made in their essays. So we have our statement. We also have our little citations in here, and this is what they might look like. So have a little look at that. And then we put our full reference in at the end. And our reference list would look something a little bit like this, where we have the full details of all the sources that we've used. It's in an alphabetical list. It's not split up into journal articles or websites or books or anything like that. It's just one alphabetical list of everything that we have cited. Okay, so we now know what a citation is, and we now know what a reference is.